Okay guys, I'm inserting this little clip here because my husband wants to say something to the people. Go ahead, Papa.
Yeah, man, ackee and saltfish is a Jamaican national dish. You know, anywhere you go to Jamaica right now, they cook ackee and saltfish. Our national dish that run it ready in Jamaica, day and night. Love it, ackee and saltfish. You don't know. Bless.
Okay, so now we have some spring water coming to a roaring boil. So we're going to start to, I'm going to be talking through some of this video because a lot of you say, I miss your voice. I miss your face. Well, let me give you a little at a time. I love you guys and thank you so much for always, the thing is that I just don't have a lot of time, but I try to make as much time as I can for you guys. So now what we're going to start doing is see how much salt is on this fish. This was raw at one time and it was salted, so the salt cured the fish. So what we want to do is we want to take out as much salt as possible. This is codfish that was salted. Okay, and we are going to rehydrate it again, remove most of the salt. So we're not really using any salt in this dish because we have the salt right here. What we want to take out is much very, very, very salty. Salt preserves the fish. So we're going to boil this. This is the most major process of this dish, is not only the time that it takes to boil some of the salt out, or some people soak it overnight, it depends. I learned this from my babe. Can you take that down? We have a new fire detector and she's very, very sensitive. So back to the most work is boiling the salt out of the fish, and then after the salt is boiled out of the fish, you know, we let it sit in cool water till, you know, it becomes cool, so it makes it easier for us to remove the flesh from the bones. And you got to be these bones are very, very, very thin. They could be very delicate, so we want to try to remove as much bones as possible. Not to say that you're not going to get any bones, because you probably will, but we want to make this fish as soft as possible so we can remove as many as the bones as possible. So we're going to go to the next step. Alright, so I'm going to start cutting up the vegetables that has the least amount of water content first, because the tomatoes have more water content. So I'm going to be using the same cutting board. This I picked freshly this morning from our garden. It's a green bell pepper. She was ready to go. She said, include me into your project. Look at that. Okay, you see all these seeds? These are from the bell pepper that was from the garden that I picked this morning. Maybe a few more around. These are going to be cleaned and dried, dated, and put away for next year's garden for green bell peppers. That's what we're going to do with these seeds. Guys, I'm so disappointed because I had all of the ingredients. I recorded a portion of the video to where I had all the ingredients displayed in the fish. I had a beautiful presentation, and as I was recording, my camera was full. So I went back into history and started to delete some of the old footage because I already have them downloaded on a hard drive, and by accident I deleted the first portion of the video. So we have some saltfish, and we have some bell peppers from the garden, we have some tomatoes, we have some onions, we have a Scotch bonnet, and she's full of fire. We have some scallions. We have some thyme. And we also have some banana. We're going to cook these with the skin on. I'm very disappointed that I deleted that portion. And here's the Ackees. This video was actually a requested video from some of you on YouTube and Instagram. And here's the Ackees. These are usually range from between, they used to be $10 a can in the state that I live in. Then they went to $12. Now they're between $15 and $20 for this. For 1 can. And since my camera little failed out, I have to get a backup battery. You didn't get a chance to see me chop the pepper from my garden. So I'm disappointed. The camera gave out a little bit. It's a new camera. There's nothing wrong with the cameras. I have a lot of stuff on it. I gotta clean it up. And then not only that, I'm so disappointed again that I deleted a portion of all the ingredients from the beginning. So now we're gonna chop up some green onions. It's still gonna turn out beautiful anyway. I just wanted you guys to see everything. We're not gonna chop them up too fine, but you know, nice size pieces. My husband likes a lot of vegetables in his ackee and saltfish. So we got the onions there. Spanish onion, you can use red if you want. You can use a yellow onion. Now we have a Scotch bonnet. This is a red one. They come in different colors: yellow, green, red, orange. We're going to use a red one. This is very hot. Okay. Take away the seeds. This one has a little, it has that in there and it's okay. I'm going to wash this in vinegar. Alright, so we just clean this up in a little bit of vinegar because it looked like there was a little bit of decay, maybe a little bit of fungus. But that's alright because we're still going to be able to use it. You know, sometimes vegetation looks beautiful on the inside, but when you cut it on the inside, you may still be able to use it. So we're still using this. We just got rid of the disease. This is very hot, and we do have some seeds here too. We were able to salvage some seeds. I have a lot more. You see, we have more, but I decided to use the red one. This one wasn't that great inside, but we're still going to use her because she's still beneficial to the dish. So now we're going to start with the tomatoes. Chop garlic as you want. You can rough chop it, you can finely chop it, however you want. But this is what we got going on over here. And this is how we do it. That's how we do it, like that. Rough chop, won't take that long. So now the fish is already boiled. The majority of the salt is out of it, so it's still soft. You know, but the thing is that when I make this dish, hubby knows that he gotta remove all the bones. He gotta take all the bones and separate the bones from the flesh from this, so that we can put this beautiful dish together. Look. So let's see if he'll let me record him removing flesh from the bone. So we're going to open up this can of Ackees and drain the liquid from it. You know, I'm not sure if any of you are familiar, but Ackees was brought on slave ships from West Africa to Jamaica. And this became a traditional dish for the Jamaican people because it was brought through ships from West Africa to Jamaica through slavery. So it kind of looks like scrambled eggs, doesn't it? This is a very powerful fruit. So now we have everything cut, chopped, washed, prepared for preparing for the Ackees and the saltfish. Now we're going to hit some oil in the pan. We also have to prepare for our dumplings, and stay tuned for that and a presentation for the dish. Got some black pepper, lots of garlic. Okay, kings and queens, so we are going to hit a preheated pan with some avocado oil. We can use olive oil, so you get choice what kind of oil you want to use. It's going to smoke a little bit. Alright, now we want to add all of those peppers and onions and scotch bonnet and I know you guys can smell it. Smell that? You smell it? Smell it. Now in the meantime, while this is cooking down and everything becomes a little bit softer, I'm going to put a lid on this, but we're going to start preparing for the boiled dumpling and banana. While the onions, tomatoes, peppers are cooking down, let's prepare the dumplings. So we have 2 cups of flour, 3 cups of cornmeal, and a teaspoon of kosher salt. I'm going to sift this. Doesn't take that long. Break that up. Warm water here. I'm going to start preparing for the dumplings and make them. I'm going to show you how we do it. Add a little bit of water at a time so that you can control the moisture. I use warm water because it makes the dumplings a little bit more moist. Usually in this traditional Ackees saltfish dish, a lot of Jamaicans like to have fried dumplings, but we are not going to be frying any dumplings. We're just going to be boiling them.
Don't talk to me if you think I'm dumb. I wanna know when you're gonna come. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. 'Cause it's summer here. I'm still waiting there.
So we've yielded about 16 dumplings.
Still waiting there.
So now we're ready to drop the saltfish that my husband deboned. I'm gonna add the thyme.
It's been 3 years since I'm knocking on your door.
Songs that he wrote. And then let's add the Ackees. I'm gonna cover this, cook this down for about 10 minutes. So we have 5 green unripe bananas. I already cut the stems off, but if you let the air hit too long, they start to turn a little brown, but that's okay. We're going to leave all the skin on because the skin has vital nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. So we're just going to cut these in half. There's 5 of them. We're going to cut them in half to make 10 pieces. You see? And then we're going to bring these to a boil. You can eat the skin. It's good fiber. It helps also to sweeten your colon. It's a beautiful fruit because it grows high in the trees, very close to the sun. Okay, so now we're going to drop the bananas, the unripe green skin bananas, to the boiling water. Put a lid on that, make it cook, and we'll be back.
Jamaica, Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, giving to us from the Father up above. Yeah, there is a little island, far me say far away, surrounded by the Caribbean Sea. I me say thousands of miles away. Jump on a plane from over New York and you reach there the very same day. I am proud to be a Jamaican.
Is a Jamaican West Indian traditional Sunday breakfast. So I'm not sure after I edit this if it's going to be, because today is Sunday. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it today because I have a few other videos that I need to edit. So thanks for watching, kings and queens. Peace and blessings.
There is a little island, far me say far away, surrounded by the Caribbean Sea. I me say thousands of miles away. Jump on a plane from over New York and you reach there the very same day.